decade not too long before the human race suddenly encountered a deadly threat to its very existence. And this terrifying enemy surfaced, as such enemies often do, in the seemingly most innocent and unlikely of places.
Nothing, Mr. Mushnick. Oh my goodness, she's about to ruin me. Well, look who finally decided to come to work.
Good morning, Mr. Mushnick.
What morning? It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now that we had a customer or anything. What's customers when you want a flower shop on Skid Row?
I'm sorry.
Seymour, what is going on back there? Very little, Mr. Mushnick. Audrey, you better go back there and see what he's... Audrey? Where'd you get that shiner?
Shiner?
Audrey, it's that greasy boyfriend of yours. I think he's been beating up on you again. Look, I know it's none of my business, but I'm starting to think maybe he's not such a nice boy.
You don't meet very nice boys when you live on Skid Row, Mr. Mushnick.
I got all those plants we potted for you, Mr. Oh, Seymour! Look what you done in the inventory!
Don't yell at Seymour, Mr. Mushnick.
Audrey, you look radiant today. Is that new eye makeup?
I'll clean it up before any of the customers get here.
That ought to give you plenty of time. Look, John, what an existence I got. Misfit employees, bums on the sideline, business is lousy. My life is a living hell. You, urchins off the stoop, they badged up I got the line of currently decorated storefront. All I need now is 3 workers ragamuffins to complete the picture.
Oh, we ain't bothering nobody. Always fine. No, we're not. On that.
So you ought to be in school then.
Man, we on the split shift. Right, quick split to the 5th grade, then split.
So how do you intend to better yourself then?
Better ourselves, mister, when you from Skid Row, ain't no such thing. Alarm goes off at 7, and you start on 10. You put in your 8 hours with the powers that always stand. Dang it, child, till it's 5 p.m. Downtown, where the folks are, downtown.
at that. 6 o'clock and we didn't sell so much as a third. Well, guys, this is it. Don't have Father coming in tomorrow.
You don't mean...
You can't mean.
What do I mean? I mean, forget it. We're finished. Kaput.
You can't.
Kaput. Extinct. I'm closing this guy customer for the sake of plates.
Mr. Mushnick, forgive me for saying so, but has it ever occurred to you that maybe what the firm needs is to move in a new direction?
Mr. Mushnick, what Seymour's trying to say is, well, we've talked about it and we both agreed. Seymour, why don't you run it back and bring out that strange and interesting new plant you've been working on? You see, Mr. Mushnick, some of those exotic new plants Seymour's been tinkering around with are really unusual. And we were both thinking that some of those strange and interesting plants, prominently displayed and advertised, would attract business.
I'm afraid it isn't feeling very well today.
There. Now isn't that bizarre?
Well, at least. What kind of a widow plant is this, Seymour?
I'm not sure. I think it's some sort of fly trap, but I can't find it in any of my books. So I gave it my own name. I call it an Audrey 2.
After me?
I hope you don't mind. See, I was thinking that maybe if you put a strange and interesting plant like this here in the window, maybe...
Maybe what? You realize how ridiculous you sound? Just because you put a strange and interesting plant in the window, people don't just suddenly...
Excuse me, I couldn't help noticing that strange and interesting plant.
It's an Audrey too.
I've never seen anything like it.
No one has.
Where did you get it?
Well, do you remember that total eclipse of the sun a few weeks ago? I was walking through the wholesale flower district that day when I passed by this place with this old Chinese man. He sometimes sells me weird and exotic cuttings because he knows strange plants are my hobby. He had nothing unusual there that day. So I was about to, walk on by. When suddenly, and without warning, there was this total eclipse of the sun. It got very dark, and there's a strange humming sound like something from another world. And when the light came back, this strange plant was just sitting there. Just stuck in, among the zinnias. I could have sworn it hadn't been there before, but the old Chinese man sold it to me anyways, for $1.95.
Well, that's a fascinating story. An unusual plant. While I'm here, I'm going to get $50 worth of roses.
$50?
$50?
$50? Yes, sir, right away, sir.
Can you work 100?
I'm wondering, I'm afraid we closed the register for the day.
Well, then I'll just have to take twice as many. Why?
Twice as many?
Twice as many.
Twice as many.
Yes, sir, right away, sir. Audrey, kindly fetch the gentleman $100 worth of our finest red American beauty roses.
Thank you very much. That is one strange and interesting plant.
Well, don't just stand there. Quick. Put the, what do you call it?
And Audrey too.
Put the Audrey 2 in the window where the passersby can see. My God, I've never believed it. Children, I'm taking us all to dinner.
I'd love to, Mr. Mushnick, but I have a date.
But this ain't no good, Nick. Audrey, you don't need a date with him. You need a major medical.
He's a professional.
What kind of professional drives a motorcycle and wears a black leather jacket?
Well, he's a rebel, Mr. Mushnick, but he makes good money. And besides, he's the only fella I've got. Enjoy dinner. Good night, Seymour.
Good night, war girl. Are we still going to dinner?
No, you're not going anywhere, Crawford. You're staying right here and taking care of the sick plant. How come it keeps wilting all the time?
I told you it's been giving me trouble. The Audrey 2 is not a healthy girl.
Strictly between us, neither is the Audrey 1.
If I only knew what breed it was, what genus. But it's nowhere in any of my books.
Well, Crowborn, my advice to you is you better figure it out fast. Look what this little exotic beauty has done for business.
I know.
So word, nurses plant back to health.
Mushnick and Audrey, they just met you. But I've been going through this with you for weeks. Grow and wilt, spurt and flop. Are you sickly little plant or just plain stubborn? What is it you want? What is it you I've given you sunlight. I've given you dirt. You've given me nothing but heartache and hurt. I'm begging you sweetly. I'm down on my knees. Now please grow for me. I've given you plant food and water to sip. I've given you pot ash. You've given me zip. Oh, pot, how I miss you. Oh, pot, how you please. Now please grow for me. I've given you southern exposure to get you to thrive. Get you back hard like I'm supposed to. You're barely alive. I've given you levels of moisture from desert to mud. I've given you grow like the mineral supplements. What do you want from me, blood? Ouch! Damn, thorns. That hurt. Hey, Chewie. You're opening up. I wonder what made you do that. I think I know what made you do that. I guess a few drops couldn't hurt, as long as you don't make a habit out of her or anything. I've given you sunlight, I've given you rain. Looks like you're not happy, unless I open a vein. I'll give you a few drops, if that'll appease. Now please, oh, please, grow for me. Gosh, no.
The genius that's developed a new breed of plant life, hither unknown on this planet. The Otter too. One last question. Do you feed it anything special?
Special? No. It's a secret formula, but it's not hard to come by.
I see. Well, thanks for stopping by.
I'd like to remind our listeners that Mushnick Skid Row Floors open 10 to 6, 6 days a week.
The address! We got to mention the name of the address. Well, it's still great advertising. I can't believe it. It could have been happening. Bitchy girls. It could have been happening. All this success. I put a sign up. I didn't front window. An appetizer. I didn't front window. Stopping and seeing it. Amazing. Went on to you. Really remarkable things. People they knew. See more than the government. I did something right on YouTube. What was it? Wonderful place in existence. Breaking the block for me and Uncle Fitz.
Well, how'd I do?
You were great, Seymour. This time it's spectating the booklet.
You got to mention things in the address. How many times have I told you?
I'm sorry, I was nervous. Where's Audrey? She said to be here.
Forget about Audrey. We got 3 more radio interviews lined up with Xander wants a picture.
Oh, if I had a mother, she'd be so proud of me.
You're an overnight sensation, Seymour. Who'd have believed it? One day he pushed a broom. Nothing in his news but gloom and doom. Then he lit a fuse and gave him room. Stand aside and watch that kind of love.
something out of Edgar Allan Poe has happened.
Well, look here.
Hi, Crystal. Hi, Ronette. Hi, Chiffon. Am I late? Did I miss it?
Sure are. It sure did.
Seymour's first radio broadcast. I wanted to cheer him on. I tried to be on time, but
Don't tell me. You got tied up.
no. Just handcuffed. A little.
Girl, I don't know who this man is you hang around with, but he is hazardous to your health.
Well, that's for sure. But I can't leave him.
And why not?
Well, he'd get angry. And if he does this to me when he likes me, imagine what he'd do if he ever got mad.
So don't chump. Get another guy and let him protect you. And we got one all picked out. And she ain't talking about George Washington Carver.
Seymour?
Bingo.
Oh, we're just friends. I can never be Seymour's girl. I've got a pass.
And who amongst us has not?
I don't even deserve a sweet, considerate, suddenly successful guy like Seymour.
Child has low self-image. You're the point. She has a problem.
I know Seymour's the greatest, but I'm dating a semi-sadist. So I got a black eye in my arms in a cast. Still that Seymour's a cutie. Whether or not he's got inner beauty, and I dream of a place where we can be together at last.
Where's Dave, honey? In an emergency room?
Oh no, it's just a daydream of mine. A little development I dream of, just off the interstate. Not fancy like Levittown. Just a little street on a little suburb, far, far from urban Skid Row. The sweetest, greenest place, where everyone has the same little lawn out front, and the same little flagstone patio out back. And all of the houses are so neat and pretty, because they all look just alike. I dream about it all the time. Just me, and the toaster, and a sweet little guy, like Seymour.